There are many ways for drugs to be corrupted, from manufacturer error to improper storage to fraudulent substitution. Notre Dame University chemistry professor Maria Lieberman hopes to give pharmacists in developing nations an easy way to detect contamination.
The pad is a lab on paper.
The PAD, or Paper Analytical Device, project began 6 years ago as a collaboration between Notre Dame and St. Mary's College. The simple invention replaces expensive machinery that might not be available in developing countries. The paper card allows testing of drugs at any stage of the distribution process. Each of the card's 12 lines is laced with a different chemical. When medicine is smeared across the lines and the card is soaked in water, a color change indicates whether the drug is safe. In addition to testing pharmaceuticals, Lieberman's team is developing cards that test lead, iodine, and even urine. Notre Dame graduate student Jamie Luther is working on a card to identify contaminants in milk.
There's tests that are published for, people at home to mix chemicals to test their own milk. And I thought to myself, that's so cumbersome. People shouldn't be handling acids in their home and some of these dangerous chemicals with their hands.
In order to discover the most common contaminants, Lieberman's team works with 18 universities throughout the U.S. They use special machines to analyze the drugs collected from pharmacies throughout the developing world. Notre Dame graduate student Nicholas Myers says he never considered what a big problem altered pharmaceuticals were before he started working on the project.
I just took it for granted that chemical analysis could happen anywhere. I guess I didn't know the extent to which low and middle income countries did not have the capacity to do chemical testing.
A New York company is developing a complimentary smartphone app to help read and evaluate the cards. Testers can take a photo with their phones and match it with the app database for almost instantaneous results.
If we can't increase the capacity of analytical labs in the developing world, maybe we can come up with a way to bring that technology in a portable form that will be usable in the field.
The World Health Organization says a functioning healthcare system should have 343 pharmaceuticals on hand. So far, Lieberman's team has developed pads to identify 60 different drugs and eventually hopes to have tests for them all. For VOA News, I'm Erika Celeste in Notre Dame, Indiana.